Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be picking up where we left off in the last episode. And we're about to head over to the Eastern Palace to get the Pendant of Courage. That would be the green flashing pendant that you see on screen. I know we went over a little bit about the map last time, and as you'll notice, it got updated again. And to the north is the Pendant of Wisdom, believe it or not. It's supposed to be the Wisdom Pendant of Power, because, you know, power is usually represented by red in the Zelda games, but no, it's actually the Pendant of Wisdom. The Pendant of Power is the blue one down in the desert. And you can see the flashing sword icon in the top left there in Lost Woods. So, we're going to go ahead and complete the Eastern Palace. And to get in, just follow this path here, and that will lead you directly to the palace. Normally, when I do the Eastern Palace, I usually just skip the the compass and map altogether. But I'm going to go through and show you how to get them, since we're basically doing a full playthrough. Oops, missed that one. And I know it's a little hard to see, but right there is a switch that's going to open the doors. And hopefully I have fixed my audio issues from the last time. So now you should be able to hear the game music and sound effects. Free 112 rupees, not bad.
Nice.
And this soundtrack is probably one of my favorites because I spent so much time in the dungeons. And you'll notice there's another switch. And that enemy right there is called an anti-fairy. When we get the magic powder, we'll be able to transform it into a fairy. And there's our map. And underneath this is an extra heart. Now, I talked about the dungeon map sort of last time in the last episode, but I didn't really actually explain it. So, this dungeon has 2 floors. Now, if you look on the left-hand side, you can see Link's head, and that tells you where Link is in the dungeon. And until you get the compass, you won't really see a whole lot, but on the right-hand side, where it says first floor, the flashing icon should be Link. And you see it moved. So that tells you where you are in the dungeon. And now that we've got the map, we can move on to go grab the compass and then the big key. It's not the boss key, but it is the big key. Now this next room coming up, not this one, but the next one coming up, there is a little trick on the Japanese version. I'm not entirely sure if it works for this one.
Nope.
Yeah, it's not going to work in this one. But if you kill the Master Stalfos in that room, or Skeleton really, it will kill all the rest of them in an instant. But I believe that's only on the Japanese version and in randomizers, because they use the Japanese version. Now that we have the compass, nothing much changes on our map, but I do believe that chest will appear on the map in later dungeons. Or that may be later on in the series. I'll have to double check. But the main focus of the compass and dungeons in this game is this right here. Walking up to it and pressing A, you'll get a little dialogue that tells you a little bit about what to expect to find, or maybe a tip to how to get past through the dungeon. And before I go get the big key, I'm going to make one quick stop. Pull out the most powerful weapon in the game. You can drop down in either one of those jars. That's going to lead you to a fairy room. Oops. I whiffed that one. That's okay. I really don't even need one. That's just a safety. Next room coming up is one of the easier dark rooms to navigate without a lantern. I'm just going to go into this room, and there's going to be a key in here, and it should always be right there. So come back out. Alright. Now we're coming back into the first room that we entered in after coming through the bridge. And now we're going to be in the big key room. And I'm not sure if I can pull this trick off on this version of the game, but it is possible. Oh, well, I missed it that time, but... Oh no!
What? Oh no!
But that's okay, that's what the fairy was for. But as you'll notice, I kind of just damage boosted my way through those anti-fairies. And now I got the big key. Normally in this room, it requires you to kill all the enemies before the anti-fairies will get off the jar, which will allow you to hit the button to get the big key. But now that we got the big key, we can open up the dungeon's big chest. The first opening sequence, the first thing we did in the game, going through what is called Escape in the speedrun community, it does not have a big chest, so you're not going to get anything out of that. Now, first time I saw these guys, it kind of terrified me a little bit. I'm going to go back in and I'm going to try to grab both these fairies again.
Nope.
Well, I got one. And if I wanted to, I could go back in and get another one. But we shouldn't need it. Now that we got our bow, we're going to walk into this room. And this Armos right here is going to have our key. Going into this room is going to lead you into a room with some anti-fairies and some rupees. 60 rupees to be exact. That brings our total up to 370. Two anti-fairies, some pots, and a hidden switch. Ow. Thank you. Alright. Fun fact for this room. There's a hidden switch underneath one of those armos.
Ain't nobody got time for that!
But you can just run right past them without even having to fight. This one's got 4 switches, so you gotta find the correct one, which is the top left. Then we gotta go into this room and kill all the enemies. Now these red Armos, they take 2 arrows to kill. Oh, missed. I whiffed that one. Now we're going to come up for the first boss fight, true boss fight, in the game. The Armos Knights. Oh. Stop that. I'm terrible at this. Now, when it turns red, there are a few ways of handling it. You can just poke it with the sword, charge up a spin attack, but you can't hit it until it lands.
Finish him.
Oh no, we're gonna die! We're gonna die! No, we're not.
Fatality.
Another heart container. And there's the pendant. Not too complicated. Not necessarily my best run of that dungeon, but, you know, a win's a win. After beating a dungeon, you are automatically transported outside. So we're just going to take this pendant over to Sarasala and go get our Pegasus boots. Oh, you got the Pendant of Courage. Now I will tell you more of the legend. 3 or 4 generations ago, well, which is it? Is it 3 or is it 4? Because, you know, that's like a difference of 20 years. Anyways, an order of knights protected the royalty of the Hylia. These knights of Hyrule were also guardians of the Pendant of Courage. Unfortunately, most of them were destroyed in the Great War against the evil that took place when the 7 wise men created their seal. Among the descendants of the Knights of Hyrule, a hero must appear. I see, Patman, I believe you should get the remaining pendants and carry this with you. This is a treasure passed down by the families of the wise men. I want you to have it. Now, if you'll notice, his shoes turned red. Neat.
Idiot!
And a helpful item is hidden in Kakariko. Now, as I told you earlier, you can dash into those kind of rock walls. More bombs, which I probably won't need. More money. More money. We're just a few rupees short of having enough to go get the Zora flippers. But now that we can go fast... Ooh! Wee! Bonk. I say we go fast. Now, one of the first places I'm going to stop back by is I'm going to go visit the witch's hut and trade in that mushroom for a magic powder. Ooh. In order to get the magic powder, you need to do a screen transition. So we're just going to pop over there to the left and right back. Then we're going to go inside the hut. And there's our magic powder. Try to sprinkle it on enemies and many other things. Well, that's pretty vague. Well, there's a few things that can happen. And I'm not going to buy a potion just yet. I probably will later on when we get close towards the end of the game. One little fun thing to do is that. I have no idea why that does that, but it is hilarious.
Ha
Now, we're going to head back to Kakariko Village. The reason why we're heading back to Kakariko Village is because there is one bombable wall that I did not get in the last episode. If you remember, we went down into Blind's hut and I told you about that bombable wall. Well, now we're going to go get it. And that makes our third piece of heart. Once we get down towards where the next dungeon is, that will give us the, let's see, what was it? Power glove, and we'll also get another heart container while we're there, or a heart piece rather, which will give us another heart by completing a heart container. You can catch that guy. You have to let him run first before you dash after him. Oh, wait. Let me go back real quick, because I told you there was one little Easter egg I wanted to show you. Now, you can't catch him going to the left. He has to be running to the right. So back inside Chicken Lady's hut, there was a cocoa that was under this jar here. Get out of the way.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
still.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
You're supposed to...
Nope.
turn into a woman.
Nope.
Stop moving!
Nope.
Epic fail. Then again, that might be a Japanese-only thing. Or was it because I grabbed the cocoa? Well, when we do the randomizer, it should work. But anyways, while we're here in Kakariko Village, we're going to stop by the library and grab an important item. That up there is the Book of Medora. This item is absolutely essential to get into the second dungeon of the game. And while we're here, we're going to grab another heart piece, which will complete this container. Wrong item. Wrong blue.
Excuse me, what the actual are you doing in my house?
See, these two brothers, they don't really like each other, so they put a wall between them, and then I just come into their home and just blast the wall like the hero does. If they had any pots, I smash them. Nine seconds. Be careful when trying to go get this piece of heart because it is really close to this ledge, and if you fall off, you will have to do the maze race all over again. But since we can go fast, it's not really an issue. Bonk. Shut up. Nobody asked you. And I think while we're coming here, we're probably going to end the episode before we go into the second dungeon. So we're going to grab some items while we're coming down this way. Oh, I missed. Oh well. Not important. I know a lot of people had trouble with this. But it's not really an issue when you can just walk across the bottom. That's not supposed to happen. And this is Mini Mole Dorm Cave. You'll get some money from him. And with that, we've just about maxed out our rupee count. There's some replacement bombs. Some extra arrows. Now we're going to head over towards the Ice Cave, where we're going to pick up another magical item. It's pretty fun to pull. Oh, there's the bush crab. Oh, Lord. Didn't mean to hit that. But that bush crab there, it can deal 4 hearts of damage in the light world. It is the strongest enemy, aside from basically the bosses of the dungeons. But it does deal the most hearts of damage at this stage in the game. Now, they're relatively weak, but they pack a punch.
Damn, nature, you scary.
And their movements are unpredictable. Okay, no guard in that bush. And there's the ice rod. What's it do? It freezes enemies. I wish I had... Ooh, hello. I wish I had a... Well, I can do that stunt later in the randomizer. There's a thing called Fake Flipper, which allows you to basically walk on water, as long as you have the Pegasus boots. And I think it's supposed to be the Moon Pearl, but I believe that's a randomizer kind of trick. Now we're going to stop over in at the Swamp Palace real quick. Yeah, we're going to grab... we don't need the chest in here. This is just some bombs, if I'm not mistaken. But we're going to drain the swamp, or drain the pond, drain the lake, whatever you want to call it. And that's going to make a heart piece appear right there. One little trick that you can do, if you can grab one of those fish that are flopping around and take it back to the bottle merchant back in Kakariko, he'll give you 100 rupees for that. We're going to be talking to that guy way later. Now we're coming in here to grab, I believe, another heart container. And then we're going to make our way towards the entrance of the next dungeon. We're already halfway to another heart. Go ahead and grab out the book. And here we go. Alright, and into the Desert Palace. Oh, they're coming in. Alright, folks, I'm going to end the episode there, and we're going to take on the next dungeon in the next episode. So hopefully you've all enjoyed this. Please feel free to leave me some critiques and maybe some feedback on the channel and the episodes in general. I'd appreciate any kind of feedback to help me improve the quality or things that I can do to make things a little bit more interesting for anybody watching. But like I said, hopefully you've enjoyed it. I want you all to have a wonderful day. And remember, don't die.